Hey folks, welcome back to Cats and Kilos. We are here tonight with Maxwell as we talk about raccoons during the day, and then he's going to help us with a little demonstration. So what does it mean when a raccoon is out during the day? Surprisingly for some people, it actually doesn't mean anything. It means that the poor raccoon may be a nursing mother who has extra nutritional requirements because she has to be able to produce milk for her kids. And according to one site, it's saying that you're sure to see some other raccoons gathering for extra food during the daytime so they can produce more milk in the spring. But even at other times during the year, it can even be a male raccoon just trying to get more food during the day if it wasn't able to get enough at night, or maybe some water. It doesn't mean that they're rabid. Both rabid and non-rabid raccoons can be out during the day. So this is not a way to tell. A rabid raccoon will usually just look sick. It could be walking in circles. It could be dragging its back legs because they're paralyzed from the disease. It may be foaming at the mouth. It may be doing a bunch of weird things. But according to various sources, and I'll just quote you from one, if you see a raccoon outside when it's light out and it looks agile, alert, and is running or foraging in a smooth and coordinated and normal manner, then you could be almost certain that it doesn't have rabies. But it doesn't mean that you should go up to it and do anything with it or try to get it to eat food out of your hand. Why? Because rabies is a deadly disease. So obviously you don't want to get rabies, right? So even though it's very unlikely in a situation like that this raccoon would have rabies, you probably don't want to do this. Hey raccoon, hey little raccoon, hi little raccoon. Ah! Yeah, because they are a wild animal. So what if they bite you? Maybe they mistake your finger for a piece of food. Now what do? Well, because rabies is so deadly, even though it's unlikely you would be getting rabies in a situation like that if the raccoon is otherwise acting totally normal, you should probably still go get post-exposure prophylactic shots. In a situation like that, I personally would not even come close to considering trying to trap the raccoon and bring it with me so they can kill it just to find out that it's okay because of my stupidity. I wouldn't do that. But I would go and I would get that post-exposure prophylactic treatment, the shots, in order to make sure that I don't contract rabies, just in case. It's actually relatively rare to have rabies deaths in the US, and most of them are actually from bats, not even raccoons. Raccoons are definitely a carrier in certain places, and in certain places, the incidence of rabies in raccoons is much higher than other places in which it's almost non-existent. So depending on where in the US you live or what other parts of the world, you know, your chance of contracting rabies from a raccoon can vary greatly. But back to the topic at hand. Raccoons during the day, usually not a problem, especially if they're acting normally. Don't be thinking just because a raccoon is out during the day it has rabies. You know, so what do we care about the raccoons anyway, right? Aren't they a menace? No, they're incredibly smart. They're amazingly smart species. They did a study in which they put marshmallows in a container with just a little bit of water, and it was a high container, and so the raccoons couldn't reach it. And they, decided how are they going to potentially try to get the marshmallows, which they liked. And a couple of these raccoons ended up putting rocks in there to raise the water level to get the marshmallows. And they've done tests like this, and it shows that their intelligence is incredible, right? And so much so that in certain cases it seems they may be the third smartest animal, just below humans and monkeys. What do you mean? Okay, well, I think Max disagrees. The bottom line though is these are thinking, feeling beings that possess both emotion and logic. You can look at so many internet videos that show this again and again. So be nice to them. Don't do bad things to them just because you see them out during the day, just because you didn't have the information. And I hope that this has been helpful with that. They're amazing little creatures, and they're evolving along with us, so They observe, they learn. There's so much more information out there, but this is beyond the scope of this video. I don't know, maybe we'll do another one down the line. Hopefully you'll tune in, and we will see you next time.